What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, man, coming at y'all with a live Q&A, man. Had to move it, excuse me, to Monday this week, man. Excuse me, my phone, my original phone has just ain't working right now. So I'm back on this biscuit phone, man. So y'all bear with me. Hopefully I get my phone fixed and taken care of tomorrow. So y'all just bear with me, man. I'm back on this old bad phone, man. But a lot, of course, to get into, man. The NFL, man, looks like training camp is going to get started, on time. Though, reports a lot of Cowboys and Texans players, today, apparently got the coronavirus, man, which is unfortunate. Um, the NBA, man, looks like everything gonna get started again on the 31st, but at the same time, man, a lot of these players are going back and forth, about if they want to, if they actually want to go through with the season. Major League Baseball, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if we gonna actually have a season, man. This thing is getting crazy. These players and these owners just seem to can't come together for the well being of, of society and people, you know, wanting to have sports, man. It looks like it's just a money grab thing, man. I'm not so sure if it's more the owner's fault or more of the players' fault, or if it's just really split down the middle. But nevertheless, it's issues, man. LSU, started working out and stuff like that. Got a couple of more recruits, man. So a lot to get into today, man. I know it's kind of tough as last minute. A lot of people used to me being Tuesday, but for everyone here tonight, man, I know it may not be probably as many as usual, but appreciate y'all tuning in, man. What's up, Corey Broster? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, bro, Mr. Dugai? I'm the first one here. Hey, appreciate you being here, yo. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in. Brandon Brooks tore his damn Achilles. Did he? Like, wait, today? Wait, hold on. I didn't even know nothing about. You see, my phone been off, like been broke all day. So like I'm using this old phone. Like he tore his Achilles today. I wasn't even aware of that. like I said, I've been basically away from society all day, this afternoon, man. But man, if he did, that's just that's not good. That's not good at all, man. Oh man, that's not good, man. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. So let me know what happened, like exactly what happened, man. Like that's not good. That's not good at all, man. Not at all, man. Like a team that we just used to having injuries, man. We can't come into having injuries already, bro. Like, come on, man. Then arguably our best lineman. That ain't good at all, man. What's up, Melvin Gilmore? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, bro? What's going on, yo? Glad you could be here tuning in with your boy, yo. Let's see. The NBA looking scary. I'm worried about the NBA and baseball. You agree? It's all about the money, Mr. Duga. Yeah, like that's the thing, man. Like it's all a money grab, man. It's all a money grab, man. Everybody trying to outdo each other. At first, I thought the NBA was cool. Like they put out the proposal, they said that everybody agreed to it, but now it's like players are starting to second guess it apparently. And for baseball, man, I'm starting to think we just not gonna have a season, man, because it seems like the owners are caving in a little bit, and I thought that last proposal was like, okay, the players gonna agree to that, but they not. So it's like I don't know if it's like I think I know it's the money. But then again, I know some of these players like, what's that guy name? That pitcher is Snell, and Bryce Harper, guys that came out and was like, they don't want to be away from their families, and stuff like that, man. So, yeah, it's I'm I want the NBA to resume. I want Major League Baseball to resume, but I finally came to the grips today that it's a chance it may not happen. If we could get a full NFL or full college football season, then I feel like, that would be great. but I'm starting to come to the grips that maybe we may not have base basketball and baseball, yo. How Brooks do that? Today's sources say he tore it. Oh man, that if that is man, that is bad. Like that's not good at all, man. That just made my already kind of crazy day even more crazier, man. Like that's just not good, man. Like I said, I ain't had my phone today, so I ain't really, been tuned in with what's going on. Ain't really watched TV much today. So yeah, that's definitely yeah, and as we speak, I just seen an alert about it. Like, as we're speaking, I just get somebody just sent the thing to my thing. Oh my goodness, bro. Well, my reaction video coming soon. That's not good. I hate that, bro. Like I hate that. Who gonna play right guard now? Who gonna play right guard? Like, is one of these rookies gonna step? Matt Pryor? Like, I don't really know this guy like that. Is one of these rookies gonna step in? Like, that's just not. I'm tired of this team having injuries, man. Like, I'm just tired of this team being constantly injured, man. It's just annoying, yo. Bruh. What's up, boys for life? Appreciate you tuning in. Damn, Brooks down for the season. The O-line is done with. They all go with that stupid stuff, man. The O-line, the season is not old. Y'all look for any little thing to be like, oh, y'all Eagle. Bro, the Cowboys been having talent since I've been a little boy. And y'all don't do nothing. Like, we won a Super Bowl without our starting left tackle, you know what I'm saying? Without our starting quarterback, without our starting middle linebacker, and we still went out there and beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. And we've had a rash of injuries for the last couple of years since the Super Bowl. And guess what? We still made the playoffs. So, like, one thing, I hate the injury. I think the injury sucks. I think it's a bad injury for this team. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna sit here and act like this team still can't overcome it with a collective effort, that I don't have no faith that the next person could step up. That's the thing we do with the Eagles, man. We're resilient. You know what I'm saying? We're not the Cowboys, a bunch of front runners that you're only comfortable when you're up by 2 touchdowns. If the game is tight in the fourth quarter, y'all panic. Or if y'all fall behind, y'all just get blown. Y'all throw your hands up and get blown out because you don't have faith in a quarterback that could come from behind and win a game. He's only at his best when he has an effective running game, and then he could throw the ball off of play action. So all this nonsense, like the Eagles season, like, y'all some losers. Like, y'all losers, man. Let's just call it what it is. Why haven't your team since 1995 been past the second round? With all that talent y'all had. You have talent every year, but for some reason, you can't get past the second round, yo. But yet, every time we get a little injury or we deal with a little something, oh, the Eagle. Bro, we resilient, bro. You see this Eagle? This team is resilient. This team will not sit there and throw in the towel and give up on the season like y'all front-running bums over there in Dallas. We got championship pedigree. We got fighters on this team. We got a coaching staff that know how to galvanize the troops. All this, like I said, I hate that Brandon Brooks is injured. And it is a loss. He's arguably the best right guard in the game. But to sit here like our season over in June, like that's a typical small-minded Cowboy fan and a fan base that just want to look for any little thing for hope. But yet, why your team can't get past the second? We had injuries last season. We didn't have our starting left tackle for a few games. Brandon Brooks missed the last couple of games. Lane Johnson missed time. You know what I'm saying? Ertz got injured. We had our running back, Jordan Howard, missed dong near half the season. We had injuries in the secondary. We had injuries everywhere. We had the whole wide receiver core was depleted. And why did we win the division? Why did we win the division? Dallas had Dak Prescott. You had Ezekiel Elliott. You had Amari Cooper. You had DeMarcus Lawrence. You had Jalen Smith, you had Byron Jones, you had all these guys. The only player you had what? Connor Williams was the only lineman injured, and the only player worth any significance that missed a lot of time was Vander is the linebacker. So we had way more injuries and way lesser talent. Why did we win the division? Answer that question for me. What's up, Abel Torres? Appreciate you tuning in. Has your cell phone been serviced, been out? No, I don't know what happened, man. Like it was doing fine all day today, and then in the middle of the day, like all of a sudden, like it just stopped working. Like I've tried doing different things, it stopped working. So I took it over to the phone people, and they suggested that they have this business that's really good at fixing my particular phone. Then when I get there, they close today. Like they open tomorrow. So it's like I've been basically the whole day, without a legitimate cell phone. Like I haven't been able to talk to nobody, text nobody, anything. So yeah, hopefully, man, tomorrow it could get fixed, man. And then, things could get back to normal. Like I said, I wasn't even aware about the brand. I didn't really see no news like that today. Who will win MVP for the 2020 NBA season? If I had a vote right now, I would say LeBron. I think LeBron. Giannis had the lead for the majority of the season, but as of now, I think LeBron caught him and passed him a little bit. So I would say LeBron. I was on Twitter and someone said he already in mid-season form. Not funny, but funny. Right. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, this team just gets so... I would love to just see one season where this team is, like, healthy. Like, I mean, man, I hate that, man. I hate that injury, man. I hate that so much, yo. Is Dak still signed? That's what I'm saying. They don't even want to sign their quarterback. Like, they want to sit here and tell us all kind of stuff. Yo, why y'all ain't signing Prescott yet? Like, y'all got people healthy, and y'all still can't win nothing. What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in. Did you read that trash list from Pro Football Focus listing Prescott as the MVP of the NFC East for the last 5 seasons? It had Wentz number 2. Oh yeah, like you said you hit the nail right on the coffin. It's complete trash. Like it's complete utter garbage. The thing is, I laugh with Dallas. Dak not even the best player on his own team. Like Zeke is the player that makes that whole offense go. If Zeke is not effective running the football, that offense goes to the dumps. Like Prescott is not a drop back, throw it all over the yard 40 times, 50 times a game quarterback. He needs a running game. He needs play action to be effective. So you're absolutely right. It's just a garbage cowboy loving type of list. Makes absolutely no sense. What's up, Trey Lorenzo? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Duke? I think they should just cancel sports for the remainder of 2020. Fly, Eagles, fly. No, man, no. No, can't do that, man. But I will say that I am starting to come to the grips that... Oh, snap. Drop the phone, my bad. I am starting to come to the grips that I think the NBA gonna take place. I think it's a lot of chatter right now, but I think at the end of the day, they're gonna get it together. I'm starting to think we ain't gonna have a baseball season, yo. I'm really starting to come to the grips that we may not have baseball. I'm not gonna say I'm at peace with it, but I would understand it because it's a lot, man. Like these guys they can't figure it out, yo. They just cannot figure this thing out, yo. But nah, man, don't cancel no sports, man. Especially not no football. Nah, I mean, if this pandemic thing arises again and it gets just out of control, then I mean, unfortunately, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, our safety and our health and the players' safety and health is more important than sports. But at the end of the day, bro, if it's not the case, like, I mean, my daughter is starting, softball tomorrow. Like her softball season is resuming tomorrow, which is, the reason I'm having my live tonight. But so nah, like don't cancel it, man. But I feel your frustration, but nah, don't cancel it yet, yo. Eagles right guard Brandon Brooks on Monday tore his left Achilles tendon while working out at the Nova Care Complex. According to sources, he will miss the entire 2020 season. My goodness, man! Like how does he tear his? What was he doing? Like how do you? I get it, tearing like a chest core muscle, a bicep, or a shoulder. How do you tear your Achilles, man? Like working out. Like what were you doing? Oh, bro. This team, man. I tell you, this team, man. This team with these injuries, yo, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. I might have to put out a video about that, man. If not tonight, probably tomorrow sometime. Like that. That once I thank y'all for the updates, by the way. But man, that's frustrating, man. That is completely frustrating, yo. Somebody got to step up, man. It's either Matt Pryor or Big V isn't there anymore. So is that Matt Pryor or one of those guys like that guy Prince we drafted from Auburn or Driscoll. But I think Driscoll is more of a tackle though, if I'm not mistaken. But man, that's just. Oh, you know what, bro? You know what? There is a guy out there we could go get. I don't think he signed with nobody. The Saints cut Larry Warford, yo. The Saints had cut him. I don't remember. I don't know. I'd be lying if I know if he was a right or a left guard. I'm not sure. I know Brooks is a right guard. I'm not sure if Warford is a right or left guard. But the Saints cut him, and he's a good lineman. He's not as good as Brandon Brooks, but I think obviously if he could play right guard, he's the best option. I'm not ready to throw Pryor out there. I'm not ready to throw one of these late round rookies out there. I think that we should go out there and get Larry Warford, yo. Like I said, he just got cut by the Saints after they drafted Cesar Ruiz, in the NFL draft. So that's a guy that I think that Howard should definitely be on his line like right about now. What's up, Brandon Reese? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Mr. Duke? Who do you think is more under pressure this year? Kirby Smart, Jimbo Fisher, or Jim Harbaugh? Three good choices. I'm not gonna go Kirby because I know Kirby. A lot of Georgia fans are getting impatient. I mean, they did the same thing with Margaret. But I mean, Kirby is at least getting to the conference, is winning the East. When Kirby stopped winning the East, then I think the pressure really gonna mount on him. I'm gonna say Jimbo Fisher. I know the thing with Harbaugh is under pressure because he can't beat Ohio State. Like, not only can't beat Ohio State drums them like every year, with the exception of that one year when they lost, but when they went to overtime, I think. But the thing with Harbaugh is he beats he'll lose like one, maybe two other Big Ten games, but for the most part, he wins 9-10 games a year. Kind of like Les Miles, where we knew Les Miles just wasn't beating Alabama, but he would beat everybody else. When he started getting under real pressure was when he started losing to Arkansas and Ole Miss, and and other teams like that, Mississippi State. Florida, I mean, you lose to Florida. There's no shame in that. But yeah, I think Harbaugh is okay. I think it's Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher got paid a lot of money at Texas A&M, man. He got paid a lot of money, yo. And the problem is, like, he got a pass. His first couple of years, first year, everything is new and this and that. And then last year, they blamed it on the schedule. Oh, the schedule was so brutal. You got to play, at LSU, at Georgia, you got to play at Clemson. Of course, you got to play Alabama, and all these other teams. But I think this year is the year that Jimbo has to, at least be knocking on the door of a New Year's Six bowl. If he's not knocking on the door of a New Year's Six bowl, then I think the heat gonna really be on Jimbo. And like I tell people, and I'll be honest, man, I was wrong. When we fired Les Miles, Jimbo was the guy I wanted. Like I don't make that no secret. Like I mean, Jim, because just his resume. He's a national championship coach. And he was great with quarterbacks, and that's something LSU struggled with. And he coached at the school. He was offensive coordinator there. Under Nick Saban and under Les Miles. But I'm obviously I'm ecstatic. We got Coach O, and maybe Jimbo may be just a tad bit overrated. But we gonna see this year. Like if they don't be knocking on the door of like a Sugar Bowl or just a New Year's Six bowl, I think a lot of pressure is gonna start getting on Jimbo, yo. So I'm gonna say Jimbo Fisher. Like it's always us. Yeah, man, it's frustrating. Like it's frustrating, man. I don't get it, man. Like before we even go to training camp, like our best lineman, yo, it's unbelievable, man. What's up, DH Eagle 0671? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Brandon Brooks out for the year season with torn Achilles. Yeah, man, bro, like it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I don't understand why this team constantly gets injured. Like, I don't understand it. It's frustrating. But like I said, I think what we should do now is give Larry Warford a call. Call him. Well, I don't know if you could really bring him in like that, but call him. I think he's the best. I'm not ready to throw one of those young guys out there, man. I'm not ready. If this was a situation where Brandon Brooks was a much older guy and he was closer, like if this was Jason Peters last year, and then throw Andre Dillon out there, that's different. But obviously you would think Brandon Brooks would be back the following season in 2021. And you would think he would be around for, the foreseeable future. So it's not like I don't want us to throw it young. Now, if we do it, we do it. I just hope he do the best he could do. But I think we should call a veteran like Larry Warford. Now, with that being said, I'm not sure if he was a left guard or a right guard. I know Brandon Brooks is a right guard. So I'm assuming if he is a right guard, we need to throw him out there, man. Like I'm not sure I know it's him and Andrews Pete. I know one of them. If anybody could let me know, I know one of them was the right guard, one of them was the left guard. I might be mixing them up. But if he is a right guard, like we need to give Larry Warford a call, man, and bring him in, on a 1-year deal to get us through this, to, be a Band-Aid and get us through this season, yo. Like, can Prince Tega be converted into a right guard? I think he's more of a tackle, but I mean, we're gonna have to try him out. We're gonna have to see what we got with him and with Driscoll. I think Driscoll is a strictly a tackle though. And then we got Matt Pryor also. Matt Pryor played last year whenever Brandon Brooks got injured against the Giants. He played the rest of that game and he played the playoff game against Seattle. To me, man, it's Larry Warford, man. If he's a traditional right guard, I think that's the person we call and we bring in and see if he could come in and just get us through this season. Obviously a 1-year deal. And after that, you cut your ties. But it's frustrating we in this position again, man. It's extremely frustrating, man. We need a new medical staff, bro. I don't know, man. We need something. Like, I don't know if we need a new medical staff. I don't know if we need a primo. I don't know if I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, it is absolutely crazy that this keeps happening to us, man. It's mind-boggling, man, and I don't understand it, yo. I really don't, man. Working out, and then what's bad with him, he just tore his Achilles a couple of years ago. So now I don't know if it's the same Achilles, but he tore his Achilles in the playoff game against the Saints. And to his credit, he recovered very fast. He was ready for week 1. And that injury, it took him 8-9 months to recover for that. But obviously we already know he's gonna miss this season. But is this a lingering thing we gotta worry about going forward with him? If this is the same Achilles, it's tough, man, when it's the same injury multiple times. That's why I don't be so caught up on Wentz with all the injuries because it's different stuff. It was a knee, a back, whatever, a concussion. If he kept getting injuring his knee, then I would be really concerned. Or if he just kept injuring his back, then I would be really concerned. But Brandon Brooks now it's like it's an Achilles again. I'm a little concerned about that. But it's frustrating, man. It absolutely is frustrating. We got to do something, man. And Doug got to keep answering questions about that. It's crazy, yo. What's up, Fly Eagles TV? Appreciate you tuning in. Cowboys fans are a joke. They're a big joke, man. They on here talking about all the Eagles season. Bro, we just won the division with a rash of injuries. Y'all have a fully healthy, stacked team every year since the Quincy Carter days, and y'all don't win nothing. Like, nobody's scared of y'all. Like, yo, we got CeeDee Lamb. So? We got such and such and such. So? Like, you got players every year. Like, and y'all don't win nothing. Y'all may have a good year, win the division, get a first round bye, and then you go one and done. So it's like, who cares? This is a resilient football team, yo. Like, that's the one thing about this team is this team is resilient, yo. Our trainers are not keeping these guys in shape, Mr. Dugai. It's something, man. Something is going on, man. I just cannot understand why this team is constantly getting injured, man. And it's big time notable players, yo. That's like just going down like for the season and stuff like that, man. So yeah, like it is. I don't know. I'm just frustrated, man. I'm just frustrated. What's up, Beast Mode? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, what's going on, yo? Glad you could make it into the live, yo. They need to worry about Zeke got corona. They need to worry about any. They need to worry about something, man. They need to worry about getting past the second round, man, because that's laughable, yo. PFF is a joke saying Dak for 5 years have been the NFC East MVP. That statement is laughable. I literally just saw a video of Brooks yesterday of him walking out of with karate just to hear this today. Oh man, yeah, but yeah, like Karu Girl said, it is a joke. Like to say this man he's not even the MVP of the Cowboys, and they want to sit there and say he's the MVP of the whole division. Like Ezekiel Elliott, it makes that team go. Zeke is the person that runs the engine that gets them going. Without him being effective, like that team is not very good. Like Dak is an average quarterback. We remember him when Zeke was suspended those 6 games. We remember Super Bowl year when we went up there on a Sunday night and smacked them around 37-9. Like, we remember that when they ain't had no Zeke. Wentz was out there with no receivers and won, like the game. Like, it's ridiculous, man. I don't get it. And yeah, it is. I don't know. Brooks is just, I don't know, man. It's frustrating, man. It's absolutely frustrating, yo. Let's see. What's up? Japan. I apologize if I said it wrong. Jap Heat, Nava, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. LOL, you tell them how it is. Hey, we got to. I got to, man. Because they be thinking they try to build themselves up and thinking, oh, the Eagles. Like, bro, y'all not nothing. Y'all always have talent. I would ask any Cowboy fan, name me one year where you didn't have no talent. Like, you didn't have absolutely no talent. Like, you got talent every year, and you don't win nothing. Most years you had more talent than the Eagles, and you still don't win. Like y'all Zeke and Dak rookie year, y'all home field advantage. Y'all go out, Rodgers come in there and shut that whole party down without his number 1 receiver, Jordan Nelson. And then what happened? We turn around the next year, oh, y'all gonna be like Dallas. No, partner, we win the Super Bowl. Like, it's ridiculous, man. If Dak becomes a free agent next year, the only team that would make sense is the Saints because this will probably be Drew last year. What do you think? If I'm the Saints, man, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, that if I'm the Saints, it's gonna sound crazy. I'm really gonna see what's up with Jameis, man. Like, I know he got a lot of interceptions and he just was thrown off, but Jameis is still relatively young. He's still extremely talented. Like, the same, and I know that they did well when Teddy was there, as far as, dumbing down the offense, being more balanced, running the football, playing good defense, play action, safe throws for Teddy, take your shots here and there, which is basically how Dak plays. But I think for the Saints, man, I think Sean want to push it down the field, with young guys like Michael Thomas and all that, man. Uh, And so what happens is I think they really go. I know it's a 1 year deal, but I think Sean Payton want to see how he does in his building. So if he get Jameis in that building, and then he goes out there and he looks like he's look like he's grasping the offense. Obviously, unless Drew gets injured, he's not gonna hardly play. But I think if he goes out there and he's grasping the offense and stuff like that, I think they're gonna take a shot with him being the franchise guy. I don't think if Dak becomes a free agent, man, I really don't know who wants him. I mean, because I'm like this. Nobody picked up Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, Cam been injured the last couple of. Cam is a much better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Like, I don't care what nobody say. And Cam went on unsigned. Because the thing is with these teams now, the majority of teams, a lot of teams have their quarterback in place. And the ones that don't have their quarterback in place, they are leaning more towards the rookie range. Like go and get a rookie or somebody like that. It's not as many, I think I want to say what Phillip Rivers this year was really the only one with that. And that was kind of surprising to me that a guy that left a team and then went to another team as a starter. So and that's because, and then with them, they still may think that, Brissett could be the guy. Who knows? But I think for the Saints, they need to really see what's up with Jameis. Maybe Sean Payton could coach them interceptions out of him. Because, I mean, we laugh at him and all that, but he is a real talented guy, yo. What's up, Sergeant Gibby, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, hey, what's going on? Glad you could be here, yo. What's up, Alex Rose? Appreciate you tuning in. What's the word with it? Brooks is done for the season. Shaking my head. That's a big boy. LOL. Yeah, man, that Brooks thing is just, oh man, it's frustrating, yo. But like I said, I think we need to go after Larry Warford. I gotta go do more research and see exactly if he was a right or a left guard. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure if he was right or a left. But I know he's a guard, and I know he's out there on the market, and I know he's a solid player. Is he great? No, but he's pretty good. Like, he could be the best option out of all the guys that could go out there for us right now. So I think that Larry Warford is the way for us to go. If he could play a little bit of right guard. Oh man, what's up, Team Gnarly? What's going on, my brother? Hey, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, yo. Fins up, Mr. Dugas. Shatua start week 1. You know what, man? I'ma say no. Usually I am for, quarterbacks going out there week 1, just letting it rip, don't hold it back, take the training wheels off. But in this situation, with the injury, the injury he just literally had at Alabama, with the fact that they do have a quarterback in Ryan Fitzpatrick, who he's not great, but he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? At times, So I think that they should start off with Fitzpatrick and then kind of see, Miami is one of those teams that's a transitional team where, they got a lot of new pieces, a lot of young pieces. You might want to go start off with a veteran presence out there, with a lot of, new guys and linemen and all that out there. And then it gives Tua time to heal up, from the hip, get him more and more acclimated, more and more fully healthy. And then, probably week 4, week 5, week 6, or something like that, then you throw him out there. Just in my opinion, because it was a pretty bad injury he had over there at Alabama, yo. So I think just the fact that they got Fitzpatrick, the fact that Fitzpatrick, the new guy that's coming in, the offensive coordinator I see the Dolphins have, is very familiar. Him and Fitzpatrick are very familiar with each other. So if I was them, I would lean on Fitzpatrick early on, and then at some point you kind of get him in there, and then you get Tua in there and get him started. Let's see. What's up, Giovanni Guerrero? Appreciate you tuning in. What do you think the Niners record is going to be? Good question. I don't have the schedule exactly in front of me. Obviously that division is going to be loaded. By the way, I expect Arizona to be improved. Possibly a sleeper team. Seattle gonna always be dangerous with Russell Wilson. The Rams are kind of teetering downward, but they still got a little talent there. They still got Aaron Donald and guys of that nature, Jalen Ramsey. Though I think they may be last place at division this year, believe it or not. I know they match up with our is it our division? Yeah, with our division. You would think they would beat the Giants and Redskins. Dallas possibly, maybe even us. We got to play them on a Sunday night on the road. Then the AFC East. That's a good one, man. I'm gonna say Seattle lost Clowney, man. I know he didn't have great production last season, but he had a real presence out there. And I don't think they really replaced him like that. They got a bunch of running backs, some young receivers. Um, I think Emmanuel Sanders is a big loss for the 49ers. I know Deebo Samuels is ready to take off. Kendrick Bourne, obviously George Kittle is the best all-around tight end in the NFL. They still got Mostert and those guys over there. And that backfield, the D-line, of course, is exceptional. And then adding Kinlaw. I'm going to say the 49ers record. I don't think they go quite 13-3 this year. I'm going to give them maybe 11-5-ish. I'm going to go 11-5 for San Francisco. I think we'll have football season. Those colleges and NFL teams can't afford not to have football season. Yeah, I definitely think football, unless there's an unexpected second huge wave of the coronavirus. Unless that happens, I do definitely think that we will have football this season, college and NFL. Now, of course, the big question is, will we have a stadium with full capacity? Will we have 100,000 people, at Death Valley? Will we have a packed stadium at Lincoln Financial Field? That's the question, because me personally, I want to go to a couple of LSU games this year, but I don't know how everything is going to go. So, but I definitely think there will be a full season, or like I said, unless there's another wave. And yeah, you're right. Money wise, man, they that's just that's real bad, especially for these universities that's already missing a lot of money, not having March Madness, and the college, World Series and all that other stuff. What's up, Kevin Lopez? Appreciate you tuning in. Did you hear about Zeke testing positive for COVID-19? Yeah, I did. I heard about him, and apparently a bunch of people. I'm like, were they partying? Was the Cowboys and Texans players partying together or something? Because apparently they said a bunch of Cowboys and Texans players caught the virus, man. That's pretty unfortunate for them, man. Prayers for them, man. But yeah, this thing crazy, man. I'm ready for this whole Corona stuff to be over with, yo. What's up, Chaos the Filthy? Appreciate you tuning in. Brooks done for the season, torn Achilles. Yeah, that sucks, man. It sucks real bad, yo. I've been, like I said, it sucks, especially for him. I don't remember if it's the same Achilles he tore in the playoff game against the Saints, but it's another Achilles injury. That's multiple Achilles injuries, and that is kind of concerning. Um, and like I said, now what we got to do now is look forward. And what I think personally is Larry Warford. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if he's a right guard or a left guard, but he's out there. The Saints just released him a few weeks back or whatever. He's very experienced. He's a talented guy. He's good. He would be a perfect guy to come in for 1 year. So I think that's the way we should go. I think we should call him in and hopefully this is not a long-term thing, with Brandon Brooks. Hopefully 2021 he comes back a year rehabbing and be fully healthy. Your phone keep backing out, Mr. Dugai. Yeah, I know. I apologize. Like I said, my regular phone, it's just not working right now. I got to get it fixed tomorrow. This is the only phone, thankfully I had this phone. This is the only way I could have do my live. Like if I didn't have this phone, like the live would be canceled this week. So this is the route I had to go, unfortunately, because my phone, like I said, hopefully I could get it fixed tomorrow. Today, the people that was gonna fix it, because the phone companies couldn't really fix it apparently. So they suggest me to these people that could really fix it, and it was closed today. So I had to basically go from like 9 something Central Time this morning till now, and until like late tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna have to be without a cell phone, basically. So this was the only way that I was be able to have the live with y'all this week. Apologize, y'all bear with me, but hopefully by next week, everything will be back to normal with these phones. What's up, KB Brown? Appreciate you tuning in. How are you doing, Mr. Dugai? I'm hearing some good news coming out of LSU. Do you think we get back to the playoffs this year to defend our title? Man. It's like on one hand, for me, honestly, we got a lot of talent. I think Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the country. I think Derek Stingley Jr. is the best corner in the country. I think if he's healthy, Eric Gilbert at tight end is going to be one of the most productive tight ends in the country. I think the D line will be solid. I think the linebacking core will be good. The secondary will be good, basically like it almost always good. The running backs will be talented. I know we expect like a John Emery Jr., Terrion Davis, but don't be surprised if Chris Curry kind of take off in that backfield, man. Miles Brennan is the key, yo. He's talented. He could throw the football. He could really wing the football around a lot. Give him a clean pocket with those receivers. LSU is just stacked at wide receiver also. It ain't just Chase. You got Terrence Marshall, Trey Palmer, Keyshawn Butte, Carl Moore. You got a lot of receivers. Racing McMahon. You got a lot of these guys. But my biggest concern on the team is not even Miles Brennan. My biggest concern is the offensive line. We lose 3 guys to the NFL. Sadiq Charles, Damian Lewis, and Lloyd Cushenberry. I know Cardell Thomas should step in at guard and it should be very, very good. I get that. I'm concerned who's going to play left tackle. And to be honest with you, like I've told people before, I know he's back this year. I'm a little concerned with Austin Deckers at right tackle, man. When I watched film on LSU last year, it's a lot of plays that he got beat. And Jambalaya Joe's just ability to maneuver in the pocket and to scramble erased a lot of missed blocks that Deckers had. So I don't expect that out of Miles Brennan. I don't expect Miles Brennan to take off and run and have the same pocket awareness, that Jambalaya Joe had. So with that alone, I'm a little concerned. I hope I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm just trying to be as unbiased as I could possibly be. If we could win 10 games this year, I'm satisfied with that. Honestly, if we could If we could win 10 games, I would be very satisfied with that. And the following year, a lot of these younger guys will be more, because LSU gonna have a young team this year. And a lot of these young guys are going to get more experience. Miles Brennan does have another year of eligibility after this season. Now I don't know if Colby Williams, the big 5-star recruit that has LSU in his final five, comes in and basically takes the job as a freshman, unless something like that happens. Miles Brennan got 2 more years. And after getting experience this year, he would be good to go for 2021. So for me, honestly, like I said, I would love to LSU go 15-0 again. Like I would love that. But just trying to not be a biased LSU fan, I say if we win 10 games this year, I'm satisfied. I mean, Florida on the road is a tough game. Auburn on the road, is tough just basically because of that environment. Alabama is gonna be a good team again this year. We get them at home. We got the monkey off our back by finally beating them. But they still gonna be pretty good. They still got Devontae Lee and Waddle and Harris and Moses coming back healthy. You know, you would think A&M would be better. You would think Ole Miss and Mississippi State would be improved. I'm not saying that I think we're gonna lose to all those teams by any means. Like we're gonna win almost all of those games, I believe. But if we win 10 games this year, I'll be completely satisfied with that. I'm not quite sure about a championship this year. Clemson is loaded again. Though they have a huge loss with Justin Ross not being able to play. But they got Sunshine, they got ETN, Ohio State is loaded, a lot of those teams are loaded, man. But if for LSU to get back there, it's the offensive line has to come together. I'm concerned about the tackles. And I'm concerned about the center position. Not saying we ain't gonna have talented guys stepping into those roles, but they're inexperienced. And playing on the road in the swamp could get a little intimidating. Playing on the road on the plains, could get a little intimidating. Playing up facing Alabama could get a little intimidating for young, very, very inexperienced guys. Of course, unless your name is Derek Stingley Jr., like who I think is like the best freshman. I'm almost probably the best freshman DB I've ever seen. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I apologize. I lost my where I was. Okay, here we go. Sign Warford. Yeah, that's what I say. Like I say, give him a call. We should be on the phone with him right now. This is not what you want to hear before the season starts. Not at all, yo. Not at all, man. What's up, King James 3? Appreciate you tuning in. Do you think Howie is under pressure to bring another Super Bowl to Philly? Yes. Yes, I'm gonna say yes. He definitely is, yo. Especially, especially drafting Jalen Hurts in the second round, man. A lot of people, including myself, was not very thrilled about that. So I do think he's under a lot of pressure to bring in another one, yo. What's up, Crimson Brave 2020? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's see, hold on. Man, I keep this phone, man. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm with this phone, man. Putting UGA Notre Dame game as primetime was one of the worst things that could happen to college football in 2019 instead of Bama versus LSU. I completely agree, especially with how entertaining that LSU Bama game was, with all these fireworks and points being scored out there. Now granted, it still got a lot of viewers, but they really dropped the ball on that, man. Imagine how much more viewers they would have got if that game was a primetime game. And then after the game, I'm sitting around like, okay, it's still early. It's crazy. Hopefully they put it at primetime this year, but we'll never know. We'll find out, I guess, when the season starts. If Fisher doesn't win at least 9 games this year, you have to start wondering if he'll get the job done. I completely agree. I think this year, even if he falls short of a New Year's Six bowl, he has to at least be in the conversation. If he's not in the conversation of getting that team to a New Year's Six bowl game, then I think a lot of those people gonna start getting a little restless over there in College Station. I'm excited to see what Bryce Young does. What's up, First Down? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up? Like I said, appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm excited to see what Bryce Young does, but all the people that think Mac is just going to get benched, if Mac puts up like 400 plus yards on good teams, how do you exactly bench him? You don't. Like, you don't. Like, that's exactly what it is. You don't. If he's playing well, he should stay out there. You can't just sit a guy down because a guy came in very highly heralded. If the other guy is out there playing like really, really well. That's why it's tough, man, for these coaches, man, recruiting quarterbacks. Because, like, for example, LSU may be in that predicament next year. We're heavily recruiting Kobe Williams. He's a big-time five-star quarterback out of the Maryland area. His final three are LSU, Oklahoma, and Maryland. If he picks LSU, obviously, say Myers Brennan does well this year. Now we got a similar situation, okay, that Georgia had. Like, do you throw the five-star guy out there? But with me, Coach O got to be honest. Like, hey, Miles is the guy. You can come in, you can learn, you can redshirt, you can learn. Or if he's ineffective, we'll put you out there. I don't think Kirby was very honest with Justin Fields. Let's see. All right, y'all. Let me start trying to get to people I didn't get to, y'all. Sorry about that. Let's see. What's up? Let's see. What's up, Philly B? Appreciate you tuning in, my brother. Hey, remember I got you tomorrow, fam. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, yo. They will look at my phone, however, you can still bring it through, man. I greatly appreciate that. But they will look at my phone tomorrow. Apparently, they got some people that could fix it, but they was off today. They was closed today. It's like, since they closed on Sundays and Mondays, so you could bring it. I greatly appreciate that. But I'm gonna get the other one checked out and see if that one could work also. But yeah, it's rough with no phone, yo. Let's see. What's up, Damian Maloney? Appreciate you tuning in. Bro, do you watch Power? Yes, I do. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get to some other ones that I didn't get to. Okay. Usually when football players deal with a torn ACL, even if they heal up, when it usually becomes a mental thing at this point. Yeah, man. The fact that he did it twice is concerning. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's the same Achilles, but the fact that he tore his Achilles twice is a little concerning, though. I'm sorry, I hate this phone. Like, this phone, I miss my regular phone, man. This phone is just giving me all kind of trouble. Let's see. Correction, Mr. Dugas. The Cowboys need to worry about making the playoffs. Fly, Eagles, fly. Exactly. Like, they sitting up here, they forget that we won the division last year. Like, they forget about that. They're sitting there foaming at the mouth, waiting to see if somebody get injured to talk smack just so they still won't accomplish nothing. Like, I mean, that's just them in a nutshell. That's them. They just haven't won nothing in so long, so they just so worried about the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles, like I said, they could come. Oh, we won 5. Okay, that was a long time ago. Like, can y'all do something now? Like, besides get past the second round, your fan base that's in their 20s haven't seen you get the second round, and the ones in their early 20s. So, they're gonna have to do something. Let's see. Warford is a right guard. Cool. There we go. Like, there we go. Howie needs to be on the phone with him ASAP and bring him on, yo. He's the best option, I think, for right now for this team. This team that has a veteran, right side of the offensive line. We need to bring a veteran in there to play in between, Kelsey and Lane Johnson. And I think Larry Warford is the best option for us for this season without Brandon Brooks. Let's see. Georgia's offense won't be ready for us. Hey, we're gonna see. I'm really looking forward to that matchup, yo. That's gonna be a very, very, nice early season matchup, yo. Let's be honest. Kirby has to win the SEC to make it back to the playoffs. So please, Georgia fans, Fisher has to win at least 10 games, and Harbaugh needs to beat Ohio State and win the Big Ten Conference. Yeah, they all are under pressure. But I just think like if I had to pick out of which one I thought was under the most, I think I'll go Jimbo. Simply because you know Jimbo gotta at least look like he about to win something. Kirby fell short in the national championship game. He had a double digit lead in the national championship game. Harbaugh, was extremely close. Never made the playoffs, was extremely close to making the playoffs with Michigan if they would have beat Ohio State that one year that game went to overtime. I think that was the same exact day that we officially made Coach O, the head man also. We took the interim tag off of him. And I think that, like I said, Jimbo, it's been a couple of years. He's getting a lot of money. He hasn't sniffed, the playoffs or even the New Year's Six bowl like that. So I think they definitely gotta do something this year. Let's see. Do you like Teresi or Sachs? Nah. like, nah, not really. Not really. Especially not Sachs. Especially not Sachs at all, man. He was very fortunate, man. I sure thought I was surprised he survived through the thing, man. I thought for sure in the finale they would have got him. Bryce Young will be the wild card for our season. Yeah, I mean, if he gets out there, he got to go out there and produce, yo. Let's see. To me, the man QB in the SEC that has something to prove is Kellen Mond, to be honest. For all the hype that A&M gets, at some point you have to do something with all those top 10 recruit classes. I completely agree. Now, if we was talking about quarterbacks, under the most pressure, it's definitely Kellen Mond. And I don't even think it's close. LSU, Miles Brennan is going to get a little bit of slack this year. I mean, he's coming behind the greatest quarterback in LSU history. He's coming behind him. Mac Jones is coming behind arguably the greatest quarterback in Alabama history. Jamie Newton, he's a new guy at a new situation. I don't think people gonna give him that much of a hard time. Trask, I think, Florida just trying to, Florida I think should be better, and he played solid. So for me, it's mine. It's definitely mine. Mine been starting longer than all those guys, and he's ran his mouth. I've seen some things he said. A lot of people think that A&M could be this year's version of LSU. They gonna come out and LSU didn't come out of nowhere. People fail to realize LSU won 10 games the year before and won a New Year's Six bowl game. So I don't know where all that mess coming up from A&M, but we gonna see. But all right, y'all, man, I gotta run, man. Hey, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate all of you tuning in, yo, especially on such short notice. With this live being on Monday this week instead of Tuesday. For those of you who didn't know, I moved it to Monday because my daughter's softball season is resuming tomorrow evening. So, I got my daddy do this, so I wouldn't have been able to do this live. So I took the chance to move it to tonight. And I'm sorry I did it on such short notice. I didn't find out about this till this morning. So luckily before my phone started acting crazy. Greatly appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all stay posted. I'm not sure yet. It depends on her schedule. If they got practice or a game on Tuesday, then I'll do it again on a Monday, Wednesday, or whatever. I'll let y'all know. But if not, then I'll be back on normal scheduled time on a Tuesday. I'll just stay tuned to everybody who follow me on social media. Stay tuned to my social media. I'll post updates. And all of my subscribers, man, y'all stay tuned. I'll be posting it on my wall. And I'll do videos up to that and just letting y'all know. But once again, thank everyone for tuning in, man, especially on such short notice. Thanks for y'all being here. Everybody stay safe out there. Stay healthy. We're going to get through this thing. Hopefully sports get back to normal. And y'all just be safe, man. Stay tuned if I put out videos throughout the week, and hopefully I can get this phone situated so y'all ain't got to deal with this. But all right, man, y'all have a blessed week. Talk to y'all, Lord willing, next week. Good night.